Hi, everyone. It's Lindsay Baker with the Action Hour, and I am here with two amazing people who are the superstars of the hit show Plant-Based in the Burbs, which is on UnChained TV. And these ladies are here to tell you all about who they are, what they do. Paige Parsons Roache, who is an eco sustainability leader, and Sherri, who is a fitness expert. Thank you both so much for being on, and I can't wait to get started and talk about what you do. And I think one of the best ways to do is just jump right into one of your clips. Let's watch one. Woo!
Yeah. Tell me when, Paige,
Oh, yeah, let's cover it.
All right, I think that's good. Perfect, it looks great.
And now we can cook it for 50 minutes.
Okay.
At 350. So there it goes.
All right, so it's been in here for how long now?
It's been in here for 50 minutes for bubbly, and let's go.
And
Sherri, we're gonna top it with some fresh basil.
Okay. So, that looks good. Cut it straight down.
Yeah.
So what are you cutting it? Like in
cutting
squares?
in the fours. Yeah, squares.
Okay. So do I just shovel
just
it
scoop it
down
out.
here?
Yep, there you go. And then put it on the plate. It's ready. And then if we want to add that little basil top to it, just for that nice little bite there. There we go.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh my goodness, I am just overwhelmed. When I was watching these videos last night, I kept getting so hungry. And you guys, what you do is you make it look like so much fun. How did you guys ever get together and start doing this whole thing?
Paige, go ahead. I'm gonna let you do that.
All right. Sherri and I used to work at a gym together. Shout out to Total Woman Gym. And Sherri was a fitness, she is a trainer, and I was teaching group fit. And the next thing you know, we went down and got smoothies together. We talked about how we're both vegan, and we've been on this vegan lifestyle. This was 7 years ago. And the next thing you know, we're sipping green smoothies and we're laughing. And this guy, the owner, pulls out his phone. He's like, let me get this on tape. We're going live and we're on Facebook Live and we're laughing. And we're like, maybe we should do this. And he said, you should definitely do this. And literally, that's how it started. I think it was an inception about 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years ago. And then we did our first live back then. And then you know how life kind of takes you here and there. And we did our first live show in 2020 on Facebook Live. And now we have 6 in-studio shows that are on UnChained TV. And we're just, so happy and excited to bring lifestyle to people's kitchen and in their living room. So what about you, Sherri? What do you want to say about that?
You know what? It was just, I think it's just chemistry. You know how certain people, I think Paige and I have this type of chemistry that just seems to work naturally. It's not like something we have to try, because I tell you, if we were able to show you our bloopers from way back then, you guys would be laughing out of your pants. It was hilarious. And I think that, we both have a message that we want to share, and that we are different looking, like we're in an older category, age category, that we're bringing this message and hopefully to inspire others. So that's really kind of like our purpose. And, it's just been wonderful. It's been a great journey so far.
Let's talk a little bit. We'll start with Sherri, because you're on the spotlight right now.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about your background and what you feel that you bring to what you want people to know and what you want to teach people from your experience.
I'm married. I'm a mom. I have 2 grown sons. My background has always been to serve. I've always been in an industry where I'm serving someone. I started off as a cosmetologist for like 15 years. So I was always in the beauty, fitness, health industry. And during the time I was raising my children, I decided to embark on a new career. Never knew that I was going to fall into fitness, and it has become my passion. And I want people to understand, or women to understand, that it doesn't matter how old you are, that you can start taking care of your body through fitness and also through food. So when I became a vegan or started this vegan journey, I wanted everyone to be healthy. And I understand that it takes more than just exercise to be healthy. It's food and exercise makes that healthy body. So that's why I want to share that to people, with people. And also, growing up, my grandmother took care of us and she was an amazing cook. And so I wanted to change most of her recipes or the foods that I ate growing up to vegan. And so that's kind of how I started this cooking journey of, you know, swapping everything out that I love to eat through a vegan lifestyle. So that's kind of what I want to share with people. And I just want people to actually be the best self they can be. And that's why I do this.
That's great. How about you, Paige?
Will you repeat the question?
What is it that you feel you want to share with everyone through your show and all your other activism in your eco-sustainability leadership position, all of that? What is it that you would like to share? What do you feel based on your experience that you bring to the table?
Thank you so much. Okay, well, a couple things that come to mind. I feel like it was, you know, obviously many years to get to where I am now and the many journeys. I feel it's my duty now to leave a better planet for my children and the future generations. And we've pretty much messed it up pretty good. And I've been a part of that. So if I can do anything to bring about change now, systems changes, that's my goal. So that's what I work towards every day, at least. And if I can bring system changes to food, which is bringing healthy lifestyle to people, but also through eating plant-based and eating vegan food, you are changing the systems of food systems, and your demand for just eggs versus chicken eggs is making a shift in the food system. So I feel it's my duty. Like, if I can do it, you can do it. I didn't come into this as a chef. I came into this as a mom who was shifting her kitchen for her vegan child. And I learned through teaching myself how to cook. And so I thought, if I can do it, you can do it. If anybody, you know, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't in there. And trust me, I'd be dropping things. I'd be burning things. I'd be blooping things all the time, blowing things up. I'm, you know, out here doing my mistakes that I learned from. So I feel like that's a message. And also, as I learn, I feel I didn't know. So if I didn't know, how about if I just share with you what I've learned? You know, I never knew about the dairy, not dairy. I didn't know dairy came from mother cows. Okay, just did not know. So, you know, those are the kinds of things that I've been learning on my journey. I have 2 children in their 20s, and we homeschooled for 10 years. And this did not come across my radar at all. My daughter was the one that discovered some videos, and she was in the space of learning about food waste. So get that. Through food waste journey, she saw videos about animals, and then she had this epiphany. So that's pretty much why I feel it's essential, and I feel inspired to share this message. Yeah.
That's great. Well, we're so happy that you're doing that. I would like to play another clip.
Yeah. Tell me when, Paige, you know.
Oh, yeah, let's cover it.
All right. I think that's good.
Perfect. It looks great.
And now we can cook it for 50 minutes.
Okay.
At 350.
So here it goes. All right, so it's been in here for how long now?
It's been in here for 50 minutes for bubbly, and let's go. And Sherri, we're gonna top it with some fresh basil.
Okay. So, that looks good. Cut it straight down.
Yeah.
So what are you cutting it? Like
I'm cutting
squares?
into fours. Yeah, squares.
Okay. So do I just shovel
just
it
scoop
down
it
here?
Yep, there you go. And then put it on the plate. It's ready. And then if we want to add that little basil top to it, just for that nice little bite there. There we go.
Nice.
Woo! Hi, I'm Paige Parsons Roache, and you are.
I am so Sherri.
Yes, she is. And we are making tomato poke bowls today.
Whoa.
What? That's right. Lots of delicious vegetables and some rice and we're gonna add these two in, and we're gonna marinate these tomatoes so that they taste a little seafood. First thing we're gonna do is start chopping up our tomatoes. So let's do it.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get these going. We're gonna be
Beautiful.
chopping up our tomatoes just in any kind of great size.
I am intrigued.
Oh, well, I'm excited. So one thing that we definitely need to make happen is we're going to be working with some seaweed, any kind you like, but seaweed, and put it into a blender and blend it up and add this to our tomatoes as a marinade. So do you want to go ahead with that?
Yes.
Over here, we got it blending up in the NutriBullet. Let's
Take
see.
a little bit.
Oh my gosh, we just blended some.
Wow. Well, I realize I played that clip again, the prior one, but it was worth watching. But the poke bowl, I was intrigued. I never realized that you could make poke without using fish, and I have to try that.
So
And the
good.
thing about your recipes, both of you, is that they're simple. And maybe we could talk about that. Talk a little bit about how you find recipes, acquire them, and the criteria of trying to keep it simple. Sherri, why don't you go ahead?
You know, it's interesting because you know, we started out with just really being fun, and this journey has really helped us to learn how to really put more dishes or different types of food into our lifestyle. And we would just, Paige would say, okay, what is the theme? And we'll think of a theme, and maybe it's fish, seafood. And then I would look on the internet to see something that I would want to do, that I know that I can do, and it doesn't have a lot of steps. Because, you know, once your kids are really out of the house, you want to cook because you have to eat, but you don't want it to be something really intensive. So that's basically how I do it. And then when I see the recipe, I'll look at the recipe, and I know that I need to change some things to fit my taste. And that's basically how we do it. You know, Paige's poke bowl was just amazing. It blew my mind. Never even thought about doing it with tomatoes. So basically, that's kind of like our criteria. We pick a theme. It's usually seafood, dairy. We would do meats, or, you know, like meat alternatives, to show people how we can do different things by swapping out animal products and replacing them with plants. So that's kind of how we normally
Let's watch the second part of the poke bowl video.
There, look how good that looks.
Beautiful.
Okay, now.
This poke bowl has her singing.
Wait, did you call it a funky bowl?
Poke bowl.
Okay, all right. It's fun. All right, so now we're gonna get some sesame seeds and pour those right on our sesame seeds.
It's beautiful.
Now you can use the black sesame seeds, or you can use these. They're beautiful, the toasted ones, or like so, like that. Oh my gosh, Sherri, it's done. Are you ready?
Beautiful. Yes.
Oh, you want to try it?
I do. Okay, that might be too much, but let me try it. Okay. I can rock with this.
We did this together. That's
Beautiful.
the thing. You can do this too. If we can, you can.
Yes.
Bringing more plants in your plate is the mission of Plant-Based in the Burbs. That's what we're all about.
It is.
That's right. Making it simple, easy, plant-based.
In the burbs. Plant-based in the burbs.
Delicious.
I love that clip. That was so much fun. What have you got there, Paige?
Well, here's the thing. I think if we are getting inspired by folks' recipes and their hard work and their cookbooks, this is Chef Charity Morgan. She was featured in the Game Changers. She's an incredible chef. And I got inspired by her recipe in this book. So I just want to say I made it my own, but I want to give a shout out to her because, and that's what we do on our show too, is we build up other people's brands. We are all about supporting others. And, you know, go buy this book. It's amazing. You're going to love those nachos. You're going to love this food. She is cooking for a former NFL football player who is a performer still in fitness and so forth. So she's got the recipes, y'all. But I'm just saying, go out there and support others in their books and what they're doing. And be sure, if you're inspired by a recipe, put that in your, put that in your vibe, because, these, let me just let me just say, I mean, we're talking what great recipes. Love you, Sherri Morning.
Well, thanks for sharing with us. I think everybody's interested in getting more vegan cookbooks. I myself was never much of a had much of an interest in cooking, but when I became vegan, I started cooking a lot, and it's become more and more important. In fact, right now I am at the beginning of feeling sick, and I just had to come on and do the show with you guys. But I'm going to go. The point of saying that is I have ginger and I have lemon, I have all these vegetables and herbs that I will put to use to heal myself, like as Sherri and I were talking about before we went on camera. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys are going to be doing in the future. What are some of your plans? And where can people find you? Let's talk about that. Who would like to start?
I'm gonna let Paige start on that one.
Okay, great. We are so excited because we're bringing our vibe out into public spaces. So farmers markets, in front of churches, in front of Kaiser Permanente, different places that we're being invited. And we're very excited to spread the message of more plants on your plate. We want to make this simplified and bring it down to where you can get the ingredients. They're accessible. You may have many already in your refrigerator or in your cabinet that you're just going to work with. The other thing is, I just want to say, a message that I'm bringing out is how we can compost and make a difference with our soil. And people might think it's like a messy topic, but listen, it's really simple. You can grab one of these and you just put it in your green trash. Here in California, they've made a law now where you got to take your scraps out of the trash. So I'm educating people. In fact, I'm going to be educating people at the Climate Healers Convergence this weekend. So we're doing lives. We're so excited. We're being invited on podcasts. We're hoping to be speaking out on even more major public places, the Vegan Women's Summit, perhaps we'll see, at different places where we can really just bring this message out that if we can do it, you can too.
That's inspiring and so exciting. I can't wait to see some of the different shows you guys are involved in and presentations, etc. Sherri, would you like to talk a little bit about that, like add on to it?
Yeah, definitely. We're now starting to really kind of level ourselves up and scale ourselves up because we know that we have a lot of valuable information that we can share with people who we were at one time just didn't know. So we're working on getting our website together. We're eventually down the pipe. We're going to be bringing a Based In The Burbs cookbook. We're just going to try to really expand our brand so that we can also help those who don't know. So, I mean, that's kind of what I'm really looking forward to. And then we want to also let everyone know that we're also a lifestyle brand. We're not really just about food, even though food is a large component in how to keep our bodies healthy. But we also want to bring awareness to the clothes that we wear, the makeup and the oils that we put on our body. They are all, and marketing and labeling, how products are being marketed and labeled to us saying plant-based, but it really is all down to reading the ingredients. So we want to give people that valuable information so they can arm themselves and know that I shouldn't buy this product, or I bought this product and I look on back and there's milk in it. Like you may find milk in Doritos. Like, why would you need milk in Doritos? So, just bringing awareness to reading your label, thinking about if you're the person who wants to sustain from wearing animal products, clothing, and your fashion.
Stop you for a second. And I think it's good to identify for people that there are two aspects. There's
That's what I was going to say.
And there's vegan. And and some people may not know that. So I didn't want to point that out before we.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I was going to say, if that is your thing, because, you have people who are vegan, who don't wear any animal product. And then you have plant-based, may not consume animal foods, but may still wear the product. So it's just wherever you are, and you can pick and choose how you want to live your life, but we want to give you those options.
Right. And that's great. I see here that you're going to be doing the Veg Fest LA, and you're going to be going to farmers market, and you're going to have pop-ups. So, wow, you ladies are really busy. How do you find time to balance your family life, your social life, and, building this brand? How do you find the time, or what are some challenges you have. Paige, maybe we'll start with you.
You know, I took on a practice of meditating every morning with my husband. So that starting with the meditation, starting with being grounded first thing in the morning has really helped me be centered. I love being with people, and I also love now being alone. So I spend a lot of time alone writing in my journal, writing ideas, inspirations. I have a lot of ideas, a lot for other people too. Which has kind of gotten me in trouble at times, but I backed off a bit and am focusing on this project. This has been so amazing to sort of turn an eye and spotlight, because I really feel our message is for everyone, men included. You know, we have what's called Let's Chat, and I'll let Sherri share a little bit more about that with her inspiration. But we're really about building other people's brands as well. I want to make that clear. It's been so fun to be on the UnChainedTV team and to help us, bring the brand out and bring our messaging out. And it's been so much fun as well, coming inward and saying, hey, it's time for Based In The Burbs to bring that about. So the other thing is I'm dating my husband again. So what does that mean? I became an empty nester. We became 3 years ago now. Our daughter's been in college now 3 years, and our son's 5 years. And that's a journey when you've been together. We'll be together 30 years this February. And, it's like rediscovering each other and finding things that we like to do together. Pickleball, hikes on the beach, trying new plant-based restaurants, figuring out vegan cooking in the kitchen. He made a vegan pizza the other day and he sent me pictures. I wasn't around. He's so excited. He had dialed it in and figured it out. He was so excited to share the post for me. So I think, dating again, if you're, looking at that, and even dating yourself. So that's another piece. So starting grounded and then going from there.
Speaking about some of the food, I did want to show some of these photos, and maybe you guys can talk about them a little bit. What is this dish here?
That is a tofu scramble that I made on Lunch Break Live years ago. Yeah, put lots of veggies in there. Everything you have except for cucumbers. That'd be kind of weird. But you can put squash, zucchini, top it with a tomato and avocado. So you could definitely get all your nutrients in there. And I think that's the Dave's Killer bread in there for sure. Vegan bread, and goes butter on there. Yeah.
Love that. No, I was just going to say, I love Dave's. Now that's a tomato you have at the top.
Yes. And I want to give a shout out to the farmers. All the farmers are working hard. Let me just say that. And this is from a farmer's market tomato. Shop local if you can. If you can find out who your farmers are, go to their farms or their farm days, or go to the farmers markets to get that. That's a great way to cut down on some resources and just go straight to the farmer.
Yeah.
And I think it's safer too, because we don't know where food is coming from sometimes. Food safety is a whole other issue. It'd be great to have you on individually and talk about your area of expertise. For example, Paige, you would come on and talk about eco-sustainability, and Sherri, you could talk about fitness and how it ties into vegan diet and how that can help you to be healthy and strong and successful. So that'd be great to have you guys on again. And we've also talked about you coming and cooking in my kitchen on my show, Lindsay's Bistro Kitchen, which I only have one episode, but it's getting going.
Good.
But let me show you a couple more. Now these cookies, oh my gosh, where can people get these recipes?
Well, most of the recipes are on UnChainedTV. We load up a lot of recipes from our shows. Every other week when we cook, we send in a recipe and Jane puts them up on her website. I believe it's a Facebook. I'm not sure, Paige, or she puts them on her website, also on UnChainedTV website. So you can find some of those. These cookies, I think I just made these one particular day and took photos of them because my husband loves oatmeal raisin cookies. So that's one of our vices in our house. We love to eat cookies.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say, and I have it here in my banner. People can find it. I got that, I think, off your Instagram.
Okay, so I must have made those just one day and just
and the
posted it.
recipe is there, which is amazing.
Okay, cool. That was a while back. I haven't baked any cookies in a while.
Yeah, so if people go to your Instagram, they can find the recipe for that.
Yes, okay.
And that reminds me, guys, if you like the show, if you're watching this show at any point, because this streams out globally, please go to the app and make a comment, rate us and give us a review. We would love it. It helps us continue to work. Share the app, download the app, share the app with your friends. Because there's so much amazing programming. Just go to watch. Let me just bring up the banner. If you go to watch UnChainedTV.com, you can go watch Based In The Burbs, but watch.UnChainedTV.com, and you'll find all the amazing shows that are there. So I just wanted to put that in there, ladies. I know that you do a lot of promoting as well. By the way, if you want to not meet up, but get together, connect with these ladies on TikTok. This is the address, same thing, Plant-Based in the Burbs. So I just wanted to put in your social media so people know how to get in touch with you.
Okay, great.
Is there anything you'd like to share with us, that you're really concerned about or that you would like people to know right now?
I do. I like to share, like Paige had mentioned it earlier, that we started this chat every Tuesday. It's called Let's Chat. Originally, it was called What's in Your Bag, and we would have guests come on, predominantly female, come on and tell us what they have in their bag as far as their makeup and things like that. But the show evolved a little bit more because, as Paige said, we're here to support one another in this community, and we want everyone to share with everyone what's going on with their life and how they want to impact the planet with whatever they're doing. And so every Tuesday at 11:30 today, Pacific Standard Time, and 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, we reach out to guests and have them come on the show, and we ask them specific questions and, very informal conversation. So wherever it may lead, it leads. And it's just a way for us to connect with our community and to help lift others up. And so I'm really, really proud of that. It's just been really phenomenal that we've been able to have guests come on, and it's just been really fantastic. So, just reaching out. So if you have time, you can watch us today at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time or 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, and let's chat.
All right. I'm also going to show another.
Oh, perfect.
Exactly.
Okay,
it's so fun. Yeah, just like you did good with that.
Nice.
One more.
Yes.
Okay. It's ready for the polenta to go on top. Okay, cool.
Let's so good.
We're going to layer them on top.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. We're just going to kind of put them in here, spread them out. They don't have to be perfect by any means. Now let's make the cheese sauce. We got some soaked cashews. Start with some liquid on the bottom so everything doesn't stick in there. About half a cup. And then we're going to pour in the cashews, which is a full cup soaked. Now we're going to add a squeeze of lemon. There we go. And squeeze it in, half a lemon. Just squeeze it all in there. Get it good. You want that yummy flavor of a little bit of lemon. All right, next you're gonna add the 2 garlic cloves. Just plop them right in.
Perfect.
And some basil. I recommend you grow your own basil in your backyard, or just have it because you can clip it right off and put it right in. You're gonna do about a handful.
You should smell it. It smells so. Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
Okay, now we need nutritional yeast and some spices. Let's go.
So let's put some nutritional yeast. Most people who are vegan or plant-based have nutritional yeast in their kitchen. It's high in vitamin B12.
Oh, wow. Whenever I watch you guys, I just get pulled right into it and watch the whole thing. So yeah, go to watch.unchainedtv.com/plant-based in the burbs, and you can find how many, 7 or 8 amazing shows. that are on there right now?
We have 6 in studio shows right now, and we're building more. So we're very excited to bring more to people's plates and their lifestyle and their home all together. Yeah, I wanted to show you grow your own. Grow your own. So this is my basil plant. Instead of buying them individually, I just clip it off right here. She's growing great. She's right in my windowsill. Again, I invite everybody to compost. Very important. And if you want more information about that, just hit me up. Send me a DM.
Yeah, that's great. I think growing your own vegetables and your own herbs and spices is a lot easier than people imagine. Do you have any advice how to get started? Like I've frankly tried I go to the supermarket and buy the basil, and it would not last very long, or it would get down to this pathetic plant that I would keep alive just because I felt sorry for it. But you know what I mean? It just didn't work. So can you explain that a little bit?
Well, I think Google is our best friend, but I will say putting her in the windowsill, talking to her, I know that might sound weird, but just also keeping her watered, not over watering is key, but having a windowsill if you can. The other thing is, if one of your plants dies, I do not have a green thumb. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. And what you do is you could just compost those roots. You could put them back into the soil instead of into the trash. But Sherri, over to you, because I know you're growing things too.
I'm just growing. Yeah. At this moment, I'm growing house plants.
Down here a bit, but here we go.
I'm a house plant girl. I have house plants all over the place.
Nice.
This is my dream, or one of my goals is to plant a garden in the backyard, because I just see the scarcity of food right now. And, like you mentioned before, Lindsay, we don't really know how our food is being shipped to us, brought to us, how long is it sitting somewhere before it actually gets on the shelves. So if you have a small amount of control by growing your own plants, vegetables, which are easy to grow, you can get seeds at Home Depot, you can get them anywhere. That's what I'm going to do. And the next one I want to get into is mushrooms. I'm really thinking about growing my own mushrooms, because right now mushrooms are like the rave right now, and they're a really great meat alternative, and it has so much nutritional value in mushrooms. They show that mushrooms can ward off cancer or help prevent certain types of cancers. And so I want to make sure that I can grow my own, because then that way I know where they come from and what's been put on it. So that's my goal coming up. I just had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we did mention talking about growing our own mushrooms, which are supposed to be easy. So Google is going to be my friend, but that's kind of my next step.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting, that whole thing of growing your own food, or having the feeling you can be self-sustainable, is very empowering. And I'm the kind of person, my husband says I'm belt and suspenders, but I have emergency generator. I have all just in case kind of stuff. And yes. I think it's really important to be able to, grow your own food. One thing I wanted to mention is there's a company that can send you, I don't know if you ladies, I'm sure you guys know about this. It's like a big planner, and you grow your own.
Right. Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Tower garden. It's like a tower garden.
Yeah. And you can grow multiple different lettuce and string beans and whatever vegetables that you like, you can grow and sustain. And I think through the they help you. For someone like me, really, I don't feel as confident growing things. Yeah, we all have to get started, and that's the great message. Paige, we were going to ask you if there was something that you were concerned about, or that you would like to share now on the show. We only have a few more minutes, actually. It's really sad. Definitely have to do a cooking show. We're getting comments saying that I have to bring you back for a cooking show. So we definitely,
what I wanted to say, Sherri and I also are big on going out and volunteering in the community. Yeah. We've been supporting Gwenna Hunter and the Vegans of LA food bank, the vegan food bank. And if you want to know how to have a vegan food bank in your own neighborhood, reach out to Gwenna. And she's putting together sort of a protocol that at an existing food bank, you can ask them if they would let you have one time a month. So that's one thing. And then also, I'm going to throw it over to Sherri to share about the potential of supporting students who are hungry. A lot of students are barely making it. Maybe they have a scholarship and they don't have food accessibility, or it's not vegan. Sherri, over to you.
Yes, you know, we had a really great opportunity. It's really been a privilege to help Gwenna and to serve in that capacity to, you know, give vegan food or plant-based foods to the community, those who are less fortunate. And, you know, that's just a major gratification. While I was there last time, I had a conversation with the pastor that puts on the food bank, and they were talking about the students at university, the local university next to them is USC, that there's a lot of vegan and plant-based students are basically have a desert there where they are. There's not much around the area that can really feed them. And so this church does it, I think it's once a month or so. I don't have all the details, but they go and they make food for the students, and the students can come by and pick up the food, really simple stuff, bowls and things like that. And that's something that Paige and I are looking into doing too. You know, we've all been college students before. We do know how that is, but I was never a vegan when I was a college student. So I can understand how much more challenging it is for them to get food, whole plant-based food. So that's something else that we want to do. And it's just about giving back to the community. And we're really big on doing that as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to be putting up some links. So I'll be sure and put up a link that includes Gwenna's contact information at the top of the post.
That'd be beautiful.
And join if they want to participate, I should say. Well, ladies, it's almost at the end of our time. So if there's any last words, I'll give it to Paige and then Sherri. Okay. So go ahead, Paige. Take it away.
If we can do it, you can too. More plants on your plate, more plants in your lifestyle, grow your own, compost, create more soil, help. And let's think about the future generations, not just ourselves. Take it over. Over to you, Sherri.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm just kind of going to echo Paige a bit. You know, it's important for us to put more plants on our plate. You know, we live in a society that's fiber deficient and protein overstimulated. And we already know that fiber is what's going to make things happen for our body. So if you can consume more fiber, which is fruits and vegetables, lentils and beans, which are very affordable, those should be the majority on your plate. So we want to talk about that. And then also for me, I want people to get up and move your body. Food is, yes, 80% of weight loss and keeping the body healthy, but our bodies are made to move. So we need to get up and at least do 30 minutes of exercise a day, which is really nothing when you count 5 days a week. That's like 2.5 hours of workout. So if whatever you can do, you need to if you can, combine both your food and your fitness together. And that's what I'm saying. You put more plants on your plate. Simple and easy.
Yeah, it is simple and easy. And we'd love to have you come back and talk about that more another time. Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show. It was a pleasure having you. And this was the first time that Action Hour is being streamed live from UnChainedTV on the global streaming network. So if you want to go there and watch any of the shows, there's so many amazing shows. Right now, there's a show called Lion's Ark, and it's like a James Bond thriller. It is just amazing. I got pulled into watching it. I can't believe how many different genres and different types of entertainment are on the network. I'm just seriously blown away every time I go on the app and check it out. It's so amazing. I put it on at I'm just saying one last thing. I'm so excited about this. I put it on at my mom's when I go visit my mom in the assisted living, and I leave it on when I leave so everybody can watch it there. So. Awesome. And I know you ladies are warriors in so many ways for what you do. I want to say thank you to both of you for what you do. It's just heartwarming. that there are people like you out there. So we all have to keep, feel confident about that, I should say. So thank you for being here, and please, we'll have you on again. Next time, I hope I'll be a little bit better, feeling better. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Lindsay. Bye.
Thank you, Jane Velez Mitchell. We're Unchained TV.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Bye, y'all.